And we move directly onto our beautiful crayfish main, and we're going to be doing the
crayfish thermidor.
We're going to be doing the crayfish thermidor. Thank you for that.
No problem.
I have steamed these for 12 minutes in a heavy base pan, and as you can see, the meat is ready to just fall out of there. There we go.
Are we
and
taking
we
all the
are
meat
going
out?
to be keeping these shells. Yes, could you?
Why
explain
are we
that?
keeping the shells?
Because we're going to stuff them back into the shells, stick some cheese over them, and bake them in a hot oven.
You can see I don't know much about crayfish and what they look like when they serve, because I'm not allowed to order any meal that says SQ. Because I just thought it was some special thing that they had. No, it wasn't. It wasn't, Councillor.
I've allowed you to order.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
When I was paying.
When you were paying.
There you go.
I have to look after your money. Right, so here we go. We've taken out all of that. And we're going to be retaining these shells.
Sorry, I just want to. Okay, leave that.
Okay, thank you. I'm just going to stick this right here. And then we're very roughly going to chop this up. So into lovely little bite-sized pieces, like so. There we go.
Hey, that's it.
Yes.
Oh, that was your demo.
That was my demo.
Yeah, and then
Very
the slave
beautifully
gets into
done.
it.
The slave. So some wonderful and interesting information about crayfish. You were
You
gonna
go
tell
ahead.
us.
Yeah, you go.
Right.
In terms of, there's a limit on the number of crayfish that you are allowed to catch.
Yes.
So it's not anybody that can just go diving and get hold of the crayfish. You just need to be aware that there's limits in terms of size.
All right.
You're not allowed to catch any female crayfish.
So how would you know they're female?
They're the ones that shouting at everybody, making all the noise and making all the male crayfish stand in a straight line. That's
Okay.
the female crayfish.
That's the crayfish.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now you'll see the eggs. If you see any female crayfish with eggs, you're not allowed to catch
Harvest
them
them.
and harvest them and bring them out, because we need to ensure that our crayfish numbers are around so that your great-grandchildren can have some crayfish.
Okay. And then yes, I think that is very important and most responsible of us to to ensure that this goes on for a whole species.
You see, it's a catch-22, because you get people who are catching crayfish and selling them on the side of the road who want to earn a living.
Yes.
But unfortunately, there's no control. So
Yes, so but when I tell you to stop, these people are trying to earn a living. Let's buy those crayfish that you see them hanging off.
on the way to Shepstone or
That's
Stanger,
right.
yes. It's
Yes.
dangerous to just stop anywhere. It's a freeway, it's an N2.
Yes, but when we do stop, we're going to get fresh.
No, you're not.
Okay.
Because they, you see, to keep the crayfish alive,
Yes.
they put them into a sewer pit. Yes. So
Did you just make that up just to
no,
prevent
no, no,
stopping
no.
on the road?
I'm not making that up. People can write in and tell you that it's true. They've actually tested it, and that's how they keep it alive. So buy your crayfish from legitimate,
Reputable
dealers, yes, so that it's kept fresh as fresh can be.
And then also, I think that people are going to just harvest any size of crayfish they're going to find. Just be lucky and pull it out if they're not responsible, just for a quick sale. And so it is important that we have...
in terms of environmental concerns, in terms of making sure that there's crayfish for us to have for much longer, that's how you need to do. While we're getting that sorted out, I want to tell them the story about you and crayfish.
Okay.
It goes back a while now when we first went down to Cape Town.
Yes.
And Kamsala and her best friend Kanti decided to get crayfish. You know, Cape Town, you must get
Hout
crayfish.
Bay, I remember that.
Yeah. So we went to Hout Bay and we got crayfish and they didn't realize that when you buy crayfish, the crayfish is alive. So we put the crayfish in the boot, get back to where we're staying, and we opened the boot and the crayfish had crawled all over.
Yes.
And here the two big shots who wanted the crayfish run around screeching and screaming that it's alive. So I had to get the crayfish, put it back in the thing, and then they take it and put it on the table. And it's crawling all over the table. And Dianka's running away, that's the
So
eldest daughter.
Dianka was a one.
One.
She was just one, her
So
first trip to
she
Cape
was
Town.
all worked up. They were screaming and screeching. They didn't want to sort it out so that they could cook it. And they were waiting outside. So I had to
do the gentlemanly thing.
Yes, and sort out the crayfish and get it all ready and bring them in. Because they were scared, you see. They believe that the crayfish screamed and cried when you put it in fresh water to get it ready.
Are you finished with your story now?
Now, and after that, you only want to eat the crayfish.
Yes.
Yeah.
So in another heavy base pan, I have about a quarter cup of butter, melted
Why are you
butter.
changing the topic? Because you look like a bada there, right? All right, so what have we got?
So we've got a quarter cup of melted butter in the pan.
All right.
I've got it on the go. And I am going to put half a cup of ordinary cake flour in there.
Oh, all right. So just stir this
You
up.
can stir that up.
Okay.
All right, wonderful.
So it's thickened it very nicely.
Yes, and you're going to see that when it fries, it's going to bubble up a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And when it does bubble up, then you know that your roux is almost ready, and we're going to add some milk in there.
Sorry, your what?
So the flour is cooked. So you're going to keep frying that up until the little white bubbles appear.
Yeah, they
then you
are.
know the flour is cooking, and you're not going to get that raw taste
Good.
on your sauce. So this is just a very easy kind of recipe that we're using. It's a general white sauce recipe. We're just going to add some pepper into that, because
right.
everybody likes some pepper.
Yep, they
It's
do.
finely milled pepper. I'm not going to get the little.
Well, you got a few seeds in there.
Okay, that's
fine.
all right.
All right.
So we've got some pepper
and
in
I see
there.
you've got.
And I'm going to add
salt.
some salt.
So do I keep stirring?
Yes, you may.
Okay.
There we
And
go.
your favorite now?
A little bit of chili flakes.
Yeah.
Right.
And I see you've got milk. What's the milk for?
The milk is going to make the sauce.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so keep
So
going.
All right. How do you know when it's ready for the milk?
Well, you're just going to keep going, and when the entire container is filled with little white bubbles, then you know it is ready.
Okay, it's almost there.
Is it
Come
almost
quickly,
there?
quickly, it's there. Come. Right. So what, you put the milk in, and then the sauce gets sorted out.
Yes.
You became an expert on crayfish after your first incident, eh?
Yes, thanks to you. Right, keep mixing. All right, so I'm just going to drop that in and quite vigorously stirring so you don't get lumps.
Oh, okay.
There we
sorry.
go.
I didn't
Keep going.
realize that.
Keep going. You're doing a very fine job.
I know. I'm a good stirrer.
You are. You're quite good at stirring up things. There we go. You're going to keep beating that up.
Ah.
How's that?
It's boiling.
You keep mixing.
Oh my word! You mean you can't even relax?
Nope.
This is a very stressful job, this. All right, keep mixing. Can I sing a song while I'm mixing?
I think that'll be good. So I brought you a
It's
whisk.
actually thickening.
Thickening.
Mm.
Right. I'm going to get rid of that. Keep
So
going.
What?
Just
Oh.
keep whisking. And I'm going to add half a cup of cream to here.
Fresh cream again.
Fresh cream.
Wow. This is some real rich, tasty sauce.
Right.
Is this a secret sauce as well?
No, it's a white sauce. There we go. It looks divine. Okay. I'm just going to taste this for salt. Perfect.
Okay.
Let's keep the pan on the heat. So there we have quite a lovely thick sauce. We flavored it with salt and pepper and some chili. And I'm just going to pick up handfuls of this. You're not going to stir this in. You're going to gently wrap that in with a spoon. There we go.
Good. Stir, wrap. Should I wrap it in with this spoon? or
There
this
you go.
spoon?
It's your little spoon.
I want a wrap.
I'm glad you're enjoying that.
I'm wrapping. I'm
You're
a good
gently,
rapper.
beg your pardon, I think you want to say you're folding it in because you don't want to damage all of that
No,
delicate
I'd
flesh.
rather be a rapper than a folder.
Okay. Right.
There you
So,
go.
Well
Wrap.
done.
I can't think of any rap right now. Okay.
So I'm going to put our crayfish tails, the shells, right back here.
Ah.
And you are going to fill them.
Oh, sorry, don't break them. Keep wrapping.
Yes. So
Folding.
can you just bring that back here now?
Okay, are we done?
Yes.
There you go.
So let's place it right here. And we are going to just, you can pick this
Watch
up.
out, the crayfish is alive. Sorry, what must I pick up?
The shell. And we're going to we're going to fill them all in again, but quite gently so that they don't all leak out. You want to try one? I beg your pardon.
Yes, thank you.
So in fact, they all have to go back into the foil.
Into the?
Quite gently into these shells.
Ah.
Right, can I help you by holding that?
Yeah, but it's hot.
It is. And this one.
Okay, sorry, watch your fingers. I don't want to get burnt.
There we
Our
go.
medical
So
ladies.
you can see we are now just returning all of the flesh into the shells again.
And if there's any extra, you can eat it.
You can eat it. Right.
There you go.
There we go. But
Watch it stinging out
quite
there.
decadent. We're going to
Fill it.
fill them. How's that?
I think Nashka's going to enjoy this. She'll
Yes.
probably want to have all for herself.
In this bowl, I have mozzarella and I have some cheddar. I am going to
You can separate them or put them together. It's just depending on your taste
very
and what you
generously
like, right? Cheese it.
cheese it.
Okay. Can you put
can't-
any other spices that you want in as well,
Yes.
depending on your taste?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
I think this is quite a creamy dish. It's quite a delicate flavor. You don't want to over flavor it.
Oh.
So I think the only error that you could make here is that you're going to over flavor this. It's not a robust flavor. It's very creamy and delicate. So here we go. Got lots of cheese in there. I am going to stick this in the oven, and we're going to let this bake. Remember, everything is cooked, and that's our crayfish thermidor. All ready.
Wow.
How's that looking?
I think we filled some a bit too much. It melted out of it, but it really looks divine.
Oh, that looks wonderful. Great. And do you see how the shells have also darkened in color? All right, so there you have it, crayfish thermidor.